Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Hello and welcome back to the Red Lasered Water Guy TV show. We're glad to be back here with you, and we're all about helping you help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally. So we're talking about energy, vibration, and frequency again, because everything, with no exceptions, everything is energy, frequency, and vibration, at least as far as our science has been able to reach so far. Okay, we know there's more out there, because it's a huge universe and there's a lot of stuff going on out there. And we got just confined little rock, what's called the third rock from the sun. Okay. And so we're going to talk about the sun too, because the sun is critical for health and well-being. And so we're all here to help you help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally with the tools, self-care tools that you can have with you all the time to take care of yourself and your family. To where if you do have an injury, it's like when I cut my foot, had the red laser right there with me and stopped the bleeding in 6 minutes. And it was a big cut on the bottom of my foot. 12 minutes later, you could see it starting to stitch back together. And the second day, there's no scab on it. There's no swelling. There's no pus. There's no nothing. It's healing from the inside out. And I never stopped walking on it. After it started stitching itself back together, I put Band-Aids over it and put one of our frequency discs on the bottom of my foot, put a sock on, I went back to work. And so, I just kept lasering it off and on. And the body knows how to heal itself when you give it the right frequencies and get out of its way. Stop doing what you did to, cause the problem to start with. If we're talking about, different functions. This was a cut that I'm referring to now, but we take, arthritic pain, stuff like that. 3 to 5 minutes, we get people out of arthritic pain, toothaches, all sorts of stuff, because again, what we're doing is helping the body heal itself by freeing up your own energy, adding more life force energy into your mitochondria. That's the key, because everything is energy. All right. And your thoughts begin it, your emotions amplify it, and then your actions increase the momentum of it. So we're all creating our own world with our own thoughts and our emotions and our world and our actions. So I have a saying that, we're spiritual beings in a chemical body, electrically stimulated and emotionally controlled. And so we have to get a handle on the emotions in order to really focus in and achieve what we want in life, because they say over 80% of people's physical ailments are because of stuck emotions they haven't turned loose of yet, either consciously or unconsciously. The universe doesn't care. It's conscious or unconscious thinking. So you got to dig a little deeper if it's unconscious. All right. And you got to forgive and forget and, take the energy. You don't want to forget the memory. You take the emotional drama off the memory, because the memory is wisdom. Okay, you may not want to do that again, or you may want to do it again. It's helping guide you through this life. So the other thing I thought about is your best thinking got you where you are today. Not your worst thinking, but your best thinking. So who do you listen to? Who do you take your advice from? Okay, you want to make sure you're taking your advice from people who are demonstrating in their life that they have attained whatever it is you want to do. And they're demonstrating in their life. Because one of the things I learned early is I had to stop taking financial advice from my broke friends. Okay, and I had to change my friends because my life was an average of the 5 people I hang around with the most. And your life is an average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. It's been studied over and over and over, and it comes right back to that. Your life is an average of the 5 people you hang around the most, because you have a vibration. You're vibrating certain energy, certain frequency as a main frequency. There's millions and trillions of frequencies that come together as one, which is you. Okay. And that is attracting energies similar to your energy. It's like attract like in this universe. And so, you got to kind of step back and take a look at your friends and how your life is an average. About the same kind of house, about the same kind of car, unfortunately the same kind of language, and the language is helping lock you into that. So, we got to change our thinking, change our verbiage, and change our focus in order to change our life in a direction we want to go. Your life's going to change. It's going to change by default, as society changes you. Or if you're someone who is got a goal, can start focusing on that goal and take your attention off the news, okay, and all the false drama that they're putting out there. Then you can change your life and achieve whatever you want to. And we see those kind of results all the time. People, coming from nothing in their life and achieving their goals and becoming great athletes or financially secure, etc. It's all doable, and we want to help you do that. What we have is a age reversal system, centers around the red laser, and then all of our other products supporting it. And some of our products are actually going to start surpassing the red laser as far as age reversal, because of the life force energy we're able to establish in the product itself. And when you put it on, it raises your vibration, brings you into a better resonance with your biofield, and you can start having a clearer chance of reversing your aging. My eyes, I wore glasses for 52 years. I had a stigmatism in both eyes, nearsighted in one, farsighted in the other, and my body had to regenerate or reverse the age of my eyes back to where had to regenerate my eyeball sphere back to the original sphere for me to be able to see 20/20 without any glasses. And the eye doctor said he'd never seen an eye correct itself the way mine did. And I just talked to a lady in Southern California here that's all excited. She doesn't wear her glasses anymore. I talked to a lady last week who I did one treatment on at an expo, Tesla Tech, down in Albuquerque a couple of weeks ago. And she didn't tell me, but until 2 days later, she had an irritation in that eye for months. It wouldn't go away. It's like I had an eyelash or something in her eye, and it just kept bugging her. That went away with one treatment and never came back. So she's on board with this big time, because vibrations work. Frequencies work at the speed of light. Our body works at the speed of light. And so we're into restoring, rejuvenating, regenerating, resurrecting your mitochondria, because the mitochondria is the key to everything. Aging and any kind of discomfort or disease is too many dysfunctional mitochondria. We stimulate the mitochondria in less than 30 seconds. You've got 30% more life force energy in your blood, in the cells that you're lasering, and the body comes back alive. And so every time you do that, you build your immune system, build that area, strengthen your blood. Everything comes together to build a healthier you, okay? Because only you can build you. Nobody else can think for you. Nobody else can say your words. Nobody else can smile for you. Nobody else can feel for you. It's up to you. And that's what's creating your world. So we want to help you renew your body, re-energize it, refresh it. I thought I'd come up with some re's. So if you haven't a re that works there, anything except remember. No need to remember. You've already been there once, and no use to go back. And so let's go ahead and start the slide presentation here, and I'll show you some of the science behind what we're doing. So, and let me know any questions. Just go ahead and contact us, and Rebel will help me track the questions and get them answered. So again, Joe Blanton, I'm here to help you, help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally, organically, biologically. Okay, red lasered water guy. I called the show that because water and the red laser are two of the most critical things you can get to help reestablish your health, recover, or just maintain health, because of the function of the two. The red lasers are red and infrared laser, and I'll show you here in a little bit. What we have are the frequencies of sunshine that are healthy. And water is the most programmable thing in the world. And so we help program the water with frequencies to help your body help itself, heal itself naturally. I think I said that once. Okay. So again, Joe Blanton here, Joe S. Blanton. I've decided since it's social media and everything, I better add the S in there because my Facebook page is Joe S. Blanton. My Instagram is Joe S. Blanton because there's some other Joe Blantons out there. So anyhow, give me a holler, send me an email, joe@theredlaserguy.com, laser with an S. The best way is 469-766-5511. Give me a call, send me a text. If you want to go to my site, the corporate website, I've got a redirect here, redlaserguy.com with an S. That'll take you to the site. And then a YouTube channel, youtube.com/@theredlaserguy. And that'll take you to some great videos on eye testimonials and all things, sorts of things. And we're here because everything is energy. And I want to help you really understand energy and how you're using your energy to either accelerate and renew your world or to deteriorate your world. It's not a choice. There's no standing still in the universe. So everything is energy. One of my favorite quotes, everything, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Mr. Nikola Tesla. He's one of my favorites. He was an early founder of the real basics of creation. He was one that, in our lifetime at least, or our generation, or this time on Earth, okay, might be another way to put it. He was one of the forerunners, him and Albert Einstein. So energy, frequency, and vibration. And the vibration is the energy, the EMF, the electromagnetic field. The electromagnetic field is where the information is carried that helps to create that frequency, bring it into a three-dimensional world where we can work with it here. So the information is either helpful to our body or it's harmful to our body. Helpful being coherent energy that the body understands, because again, it comes back to information. Everything comes back to information. Or it's harmful to the human body, and that's incoherent information. The body doesn't understand it. All the GMO and all that kind of stuff, the body doesn't understand that. It doesn't fit. Everything in nature, the body understands. 5G, the body doesn't understand. 60 cycles was the first electronic field that started screwing up our biofield and messing with our body. So no exceptions here. Everything is a frequency. Everything's energy vibrating at a frequency. And your health is determined by the invisible frequency you're vibrating. You don't see it, but you're feeling it. And it's either making you feel better or making you feel worse. And again, there's no standing still there. So another gentleman here, Mr. Albert Einstein, back in the 30s, was saying future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. He's the one that said, the field is the sole governing agency of the particle. Well, the field here is the blue around the shadow of the person. Okay, we all have, looks two-dimensional here, but it's actually a cocoon that's completely around us. That's the energy, frequency, and vibration that's communicating to create our body. And we are the particle, okay? The field is around us, we are the particle. And so what we do, all of our products work with the field and the body at the same time to bring them into a tighter resonance where they're communicating better. And it gives you more strength, it de-stresses your body. The list goes on, because that biofield is what creates and animates your physical body. Again, no exceptions there. So Vibrance, Pure Vibrance, has made a quantum leap in vibrational wellness with the red and infrared Revitalaser. And we use sacred geometry. I'll share more in detail, but the uniqueness of our laser is we use sacred geometry to build a symphony of frequencies, if you will. So we're read into infrared, okay? And I call it nature's medicine. The company calls them human blueprint frequencies. We've added 1,635 additional human blueprint frequencies to our laser, so we're read into infrared, but it's only the frequencies that like 660 nanometers to 870, working at the speed of light, but it's the frequencies that are the healthy frequencies in sunshine. And sunshine, again, is critical for a healthy life. So, when you're using the laser, it's like sun gazing first thing in the morning. A lot of the aeritarians and the people that simply live on air or air and water, they get their energy, a lot of them, from sun gazing in the morning, and a lot of other things that they do, but it brings their vibration high enough they don't have to eat food. And so the Pure Vibrance Invisible Difference, not all red lasers are created equally. You'll see here the standard red laser has 10 frequencies naturally in the color red for the musculoskeletal body. And the beauty of a laser is the waves are all in sync. So all the electrons are going the same direction at the same time, all the time. Okay, so again, Pure Vibrance uses the octahedron in a Tesla coil as sacred geometry to add 1,635 additional frequencies. So we have 1,645 human blueprint frequencies in a complex waveform containing coherent information that the body understands. And self-healing can be a response to that information. Okay, we have to be careful how we say that. So the electrons are all going in the same direction. Let's take a look at the red infrared Revitalaser therapy versus red light therapy. There's a lot of red light therapy out there, the big panels and stuff you stand in front of, and they do help. There's no doubt about it. They've got those 10 frequencies in them that are naturally in the color red. The challenge is they're light emitting diodes. They're not lasers. And so the light emitting diodes are an incoherent wave because the waves are not in phase. So the electrons are moving back and forth. They're not all going the same direction. They're moving back and forth. Similar to the 60 cycles in the walls. It's an alternating current instead of a direct current. And our body functions on direct current. So when you use a laser, again, the lasers are coherent because the waves are in phase and the electrons are all going the same direction. And we have 1,645 frequencies. LEDs have 10. But again, LEDs do help. The way I compare the two is an LED is like listening to an AM radio station out in the country. You hear the music, you hear the news, but there's static in it. And the worse the weather, the more the static. The farther away you are, the more the static. What we have when you listen to it, when you use our laser, is like high definition FM stereo. There is no static. The body understands it completely. Distance doesn't make any difference. Weather doesn't make any difference. You still get, all the electrons going the same direction, and 1,645 of them that are specific to health and wellness from sunshine and red light. And so that's why we're so, we work in seconds and minutes. People get relief. Okay, so the red infrared Revitalaser, your benefits at the speed of light. What we do is de-stress your body. Okay, the red infrared laser penetrates directly into your cells, tissue, blood, nerves, rods, cones of the eyes, the brain, and the bones. Okay, and it's enhancing the functioning of the mitochondria. The mitochondria produce about 30 to 35% more ATP, which adds 30 to 35% more life force energy into your blood. In Europe, they call it Boas energy, and they have a measurement for it. And so we've adopted that, except we call it life force energy. We have enhanced microcirculation and oxygenation. Okay, the first 30 seconds, you're going to get 30 to 35% more life force energy. The next 30 seconds to a minute, the changes the polarity in your blood becomes more negative. The red blood cells push themselves apart, and that gives you better microcirculation. And then when free-flowing blood, what I call free-flowing blood, goes through the lungs, the whole red blood cell is exposed. It's not sticky, not sticking together like most people's blood. And so it gives out more toxins and takes on more oxygen when it goes through the lungs. And then that upregulates gene expression to build a healthier protein. Anytime you de-stress the body and relax, you start upregulating gene expression and building healthier proteins. It enhances cell-to-cell communication. You're de-stressed, now your cells are communicating better, you're stronger, you got better balance. It's amazing, and we can do all those physical tests, to document that. It's lowering inflammation. Cells regenerate faster. It's what we call fast aid. Like when I cut my foot, 6 minutes, stop the bleeding. 12 minutes later, it's stitching itself back together. And the next day, there's no scab. There's no, nothing there. It's just, it's healing from the inside out. And this is time for the statement. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, mitigate, cure, or prevent any disease. And the beauty is we don't. Only the body can heal itself. Nothing else heals the body. Okay? What we're doing is helping liberate your own energy, liberating your own energy for your body to heal itself. That's how simple it is. Okay? And this is just a short list, of the red infrared revitalizer benefits. I've highlighted a few here. Reverse skin aging, but we go much more, and we're actually reversing the biological age in the body. Speed up wound self-healing by tissue repair, improves joint health, improves brain health, facilitates nerve regeneration, relieve neuropathy. The list goes on because pain is lack of oxygen on a cellular level. All discomfort and dis-ease is lack of oxygen and vibrating, on a cellular level, and vibrating lower than optimal wellness. And we infuse the optimal wellness frequency, and the body starts to raise its vibration. And in doing that, it can start healing itself. So all healing comes from raising of the frequency back up to optimal wellness. Mr. Bruce Lipton here, one of my favorites, says it the best. The invisible forces are primary in shaping the physical world. And what he means by that is frequencies create everything. You can't see the frequencies.
Joe.
Okay. Yes. We have a question?
Sorry, yes. What was that question? How does it help the body tissues?
How does it help the body's tissues?
Yes.
Was that? Okay, great question. Your tissues are made up of cells. Your cells have mitochondria inside them. So the problem with aging and discomfort, disease is too many dysfunctional mitochondria in the cell. So when you have, because every cell has a job to do, and if the mitochondria in the cell are not producing enough energy, the life force energy, the ATP, for that cell to do its work, now you have a defective cell. If you have too many dysfunctional cells, now you got a dysfunctional tissue. If you have too much dysfunctional tissue, now you have dysfunctional organs. And you kind of see the chain reaction there. Everything starts with the cell's ability to create enough energy to do its work. And so cells make up the tissue, tissues make up the organs, etc. I hope that answered your question. Any other questions?
I don't see any at this moment.
Okay, well, that's a perfect time to answer that question, because energy information signals are 100 times more efficient than chemical information signals at affecting change in the biology. Biology is the tissues, okay? The biology is the cells and the tissues and the organs. And, they all work together. There is no separation, everything depends on everything else in our body. We're one complete unit. The liver's not separate from the heart. They all function together. And so the information signals are what we have in the red infrared laser and in all of our products. They're all programmed with human blueprint frequencies that are optimal wellness frequencies coming into our body to help activate the mitochondria consistently, to where the mitochondria can continually produce more ATP, more life force energy. And that way the cells are able to do their work. When the cells can do their work, they're happy and healthy, and so are you. Then the tissue is happy and healthy, and so are you. And then the organs are happy, and you got to start wherever you are and start building that up. First, you have to stop the momentum of it going negative. If you've lost some of your health and well-being, you're not as healthy as you want to be, you're in momentum heading down that path. Okay, so you have to start using products like ours, and there's others out there that help too, but they're not as convenient or as high in vibration as ours.
We have another question.
Okay.
This is from Lori Beth Pearson.
Hi, Lori Beth.
Does this help with muscular degeneration? What? Does this help with muscular degeneration? What?
Yes, it does. It helps the body by stimulating the mitochondria in the eyes and adding more life force energy, better microcirculation, more oxygen, more detoxing. And that way the body can start to deal with the microdegeneration, or whatever the medical label is, glaucoma, stuff like that. There's for the body to heal, after almost 15 years of doing this, I'm at a point where I don't care what the medical label is, okay? To heal it, the body needs more life force energy, better microcirculation, more oxygen, and more detoxing. And that's what you get every time you use our products. And it's calibrated to the exact frequency of the body. And so if you take a capsule, some kind of supplement or some kind of prescription, your hope is that there's more coherent frequencies in that capsule than there are incoherent. Well, what's incoherent mean? The products that you're taking have incoherent frequencies. That, when you take a prescription or even a supplement, a lot of them have fillers in them, and the body doesn't understand the information in the filler. It's not a natural substance that the body loves. The coloring in there, the different glues and stuff they hold, pills together with, all of those are incoherent frequencies. So you're hoping there's enough coherent frequencies to offset the body to help it start healing itself. But if that were largely the case, you wouldn't have so many side effects as we have in our country right now. There are no side effects, no negative side effects. All the side effects from our products are positive side effects. Now, some of them may feel a little bit like negative side effects because you may start detoxing, and because we help your body detox quicker and more. And you've got to get the toxins out of the body for it to heal itself. Some of the best healings that my body's done for me has been from detoxing, getting the toxins out of the body. So it's another thing to look at is, you can't keep doing the same thing you've been doing all the time and get different results. So that's what I was saying earlier. You're in a momentum, whatever you're doing right now, you're in a momentum. If you're on the path of health, self-help and self-healing and, setting goals and everything, you're on a trajectory of the life less traveled, so to speak, but you're advancing, you're getting healthier and stronger. If you're sitting and watching TV, you're eating fast food, you're spending all the time with your thumbs on a cell phone, and you're going the other direction. You've got a momentum going no matter what you got going on in your life. And so first you have to start slowing down and stopping that momentum, then reverse the momentum. And is it worth it? Yes, it is, because your health is your greatest asset. my health is the most important thing to me, because when I have my health, I can play, I can have a lot of fun. Life's a lot of fun. But I've seen so many people, when they start losing their health, life's not fun anymore. And it's not easy to get it back. The farther down the rabbit hole you go into poor health, the harder it is to climb back out. But it's worth every time, everything you do to come back out of it. Because again, when you have your life, you have your health, life's a lot of fun. So
Okay, let me interrupt again. I read it wrong. Does this help with macular degeneration wet, an eye disease that can blur your central vision? Sorry, I'm reading from a monitor that's across the thing. Lori Beth says, in my mom's case, she has lost all her central vision in her eyes.
Well, all we can do is, again, every time you use the red infrared laser, you're going to get better life force energy in the cells in the eyes. You're going to get better microcirculation with more oxygen and more detoxing. And that's what the body needs to help overcome that. The body is the only one that can heal it. How quick can it heal it? We don't know. Again, we don't know what she's doing that's caused her body to be in that position. But again, when you're, the other thing is you want to make sure you're hydrated. A lot of people's problem is dehydration. Your eyes are 98% water. So you got to have some hydration in there too. The more hydrated you are, the better any product's going to work. But the red lasers, we've had great success with, people health, their eyes getting healthier, seeing better, getting rid of their glasses. I've had glaucoma pressures drop, testimonials where they've gone like from 16 down to 9 from the pressures, and people starting to recover from, the label of glaucoma, macular degeneration. But again, it happens every time. Every time you use the laser, you get 30 to 35% more life force energy in the cells. You get free-flowing blood. You get better oxygen pickup and better detox elimination through the lungs every time you use it. And so that's, like I said, I'm a walking testimonial that it helps the body heal the eyes, because it helped with mine. I drive day and night now with no glasses. I see a golf ball at 200 yards. I can read fine print. And it's a real blessing not to have my vision back and not be a slave to glasses. So I hope that answered your question.
She said, gotcha. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Great question. So again, it's energy information that we have in all of our products, the human blueprint frequencies that we programmed in there. And it works 100 times faster than pills and drugs and potions and lotions, etc. In most cases. We have some lotions too, but all of our lotions are certified toxic-free and edible with frequencies added to them. We have toxic-free edible skincare. We have a toxic-free edible deodorant that has vitamins and minerals in it, where I'll show you that in a little bit here if we have time. You start getting your nutrition through the skin vibrodermally right into your blood in 26 seconds. It doesn't have to go through the digestive system. So it's assimilatable. It's right into the blood, right into the cells. The AO scans and the different scans and testing, a live blood analysis and everything we're doing shows an amazing quickness of the biofield and the biomarkers coming back into healthy using the toxic-free edible deodorant. Okay, you don't have to eat it. Okay, it's actually has a higher efficacy on the skin than it does eating it, because it doesn't have to go through the digestive system. So anyhow, we're affecting change in the body, and all healing is realized by effective communication of EMF or information. No exceptions. It's the information and whatever you're eating, drinking, thinking. It all is cumulative to create you, and no exceptions. Here's another gentleman. Future medicine will be based on controlling energy frequencies in the body. William Tiller, PhD. That's what we're wanting to help you do, is control the frequencies, the energy frequencies in your body using self-care tools that are designed just for that, to raise your body's vibration. So the red infrared revital laser is nature's medicine, and it helps your body de-stress. There's two key mechanisms of the red infrared light therapy when it comes to the mitochondria. NASA tells us when you injure the body, the mitochondria in that area, whether it's a bruise or a cut or whatever, stress, the mitochondria in that area, figuratively speaking, curl up like a hedgehog, and they stop bringing in as much oxygen. They're bringing more nitric oxide, and so they're producing less energy. In the energy, their cells are communicating differently and poorly. So as soon as the red light hits your body, it relaxes the mitochondria and initiates the electron transfer chain in the mitochondria. And the mitochondria then kicks out the excess nitric oxide, brings in more oxygen, and the mitochondria then burns that oxygen efficiently, and that produces 30 to 35% more life force energy, ATP. Okay, that happens in 30 seconds. The second thing that happens is called hormesis. It makes your cells healthier, more energetic, more resilient, more tolerant to stress, helps prevent the buildup of free radicals. So those are the two key mechanisms that the red infrared revital laser helps your body with in seconds and minutes. It's amazing. So what we're doing is igniting your own energy and allowing your body to upregulate the gene expression and build healthier proteins. Are proteins important? Proteins are the expression of life. Your proteins that your body's building is responsible for the structure and the function of your body. It's really that simple. Okay, and all aging is too many dysfunctional mitochondria in the cells. The cells are not able to produce enough energy for that cell to do its work, and that's responsible for at least 80% of today's diseases and what they call autoimmune, etc. They got labels for it all, but it simply comes down to too many dysfunctional mitochondria. That's what we help you with. And we've documented with testing. One of my favorites is Dr. Kuhn used the biophotonic camera called a GDV camera. We wanted to know the difference lasering water would make on common tap water. And so on the left, we have the life force energy, the glow, the Bovis energy, in a drop of tap water. Okay, on the right, we have the life force energy in a drop of tap water after it was lasered for 30 seconds with the red laser. The original test was in 3 minutes. We kept shortening the time frame. It happens in 30 seconds. Okay, so that life force energy is what we get in 30 seconds or less. And then the other thing it did was it neutralized the toxins and made the water wetter to where the water hydrates our body better. And when I do expos or demonstrate with people, I'll challenge them to bring me some water, whatever water they're drinking, and take a taste of it for taste and texture. Laser it for a count of 30. And 95% of the people can taste the difference either in taste or texture, because the water is toxic, neutralized the toxins, made the water wetter, and it's hydrating the body better. This is what happens when you drink the water. This is the biofield of the person before and after drinking lasered water. Okay, again, we bring the resonance of the biofield and the body back together where they're communicating better, and you can be healthier as a result. Why is that important? Your blood is 94% water. Your brain's 78% water. Your eyes are 98% water. But it's even bigger than that. Your body as a whole is 99.92% water molecules, because there's water molecules in the bones and your muscles and everything in your body. Every function of your body requires water. So staying hydrated with high energy water is critical. And so we program water in 30 seconds, again, to raise your vibration, help your body heal itself naturally. You drink the water, it goes right in your blood circulates through your whole body. You're starting to every time you use a laser, every time you laser the water, every time you laser food and eat it or drink it, you're starting to build your immune system. You're starting to slow down that momentum and start to reverse the momentum to where you start getting healthier and feeling better.
Speaking of the water, they
More.
have a question. Do you notice a taste difference?
Yes, that's what I thought I said. You're 95% of the people can taste the difference or feel the difference. Okay, some of them do both. It tastes different and it feels better. Some of them it just feels better or different because it's wetter water. It hydrates your body better. It becomes wetter water. So sometimes it's taste. The other thing you can do is do it on coffee. Do it on those caramel macchiato things. Do it on lemonade. Do it on red wine. Red wine's the most dramatic change. It'll take lasering red wine for 15 or 20 seconds will make a $5 bottle of red wine taste like a $100 bottle of red wine because it neutralizes all the stuff in the wine, and it tastes a lot smoother, and it's amazing the difference it makes. So yes, and it'll change the taste of a lemon, different fruits. It'll change the taste of in just in seconds. Uh, because again, we're neutralizing toxins, raising the life force energy, and it's amazing what it does. So hope that answered your question. And so the whole thing is stimulating the mitochondria. And when we stimulate the mitochondria, this is a live blood analysis we do. We've done tens of thousands of them. And most people's blood is sticky to some extent. And this lady, 48-year-old woman, was hydrated and had drank plenty of water, we'll put it that way. And we shined a red laser on her chest for about 2 minutes, and then her blood looked like this. So, when she came in, she had a compromised immune system, very poor microcirculation. The only part of the red blood cell that could give up toxins or take on oxygen was the part that was exposed in the lungs. Where it's sticking together, it doesn't do that. And then here, after 2 minutes, she's got free-flowing blood. So now she has better microcirculation. She's got blood going through the lungs that gives up more toxins and picks up more oxygen. And again, that's what the body needs to heal itself, no matter what the label is. And again, the body has to do the healing. Bruce Lipton, again, one of my favorites, got some great stuff out on YouTube. Says the fate of our cells is determined by the chemistry of our blood. No exceptions. Okay. And if you think about it, there are no exceptions to it. The fate of your cells is determined by the chemistry of your blood. So we make the blood healthier by changing the polarity a little bit and helping the body separate all the red blood cells into free flowing. Now the lungs can detox it more and bring in more oxygen. It's an ongoing upward spiral to get healthiher. Here's
Lori Beth Pearson wanted me to tell you that you had her at red wine.
I love it. Thank you, Lori. Yep, I've got one lady that's a party lady in my team, and she sells more red lasers at the bar by treating people's wine. It's just pretty amazing. It's a dramatic difference. It really is. I love it. So, okay. Here's another test we did. We're big into science. We want to, we get the results physically in seconds and minutes, that people feel it, but we also like to back it up with all the science. This is a picture of my aura and chakras at an expo, and the lady was doing readings on it for people, and her definition was abundance, knowledge, wisdom, creative, and philosophical. So I lasered each of my chakras for 30 seconds with the red laser, and it was about an hour before I get back in to get the second picture. And this is what my aura and chakras look like. You can see they're all they're spinning equally the same. You can actually see the crown chakra. White has all the colors in it. Her definition here was beyond physical, transcendent, and higher dimensions. Well, the beauty here is the aura is a direct reflection of your biofield. And so that's another way of seeing it. Just the biofield is easier to read, and there's actually uh, been over 6,000 studies done at one time, 30 or 40 years ago, to where every opening in the biofield relates to a part of the body. So it's got a computer program with it. I just bought mine. Just bought a BioWell. So I now need to learn how to use it. So, but it's about helping your body heal itself naturally, taking responsibility and control of your own future, because your health is your future. And again, no exceptions. But here you can give yourself a biological upgrade in seconds every day. I do it several times a day. Okay, so we have 3 different lasers. The red infrared Revital laser is for the musculoskeletal body. It's the most versatile, even though people's health challenges are mostly caused by or not, based in stuck emotions. Those stuck emotions show up as physical ailments in the body. And so we want to help you get rid of the physical ailment in the body, then you can deal with the emotions. Green laser is got frequencies added for internal organ systems of the body. So if you use it through the navel still energetically connected to all of our organ systems. And then the violet laser is antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial. And so all 3 of them have a symphony of frequencies that are infused with the vibration of human blueprint frequencies to help the body heal itself naturally. And then the Sirius Infinity Pointer complements the lasers. It's got 25,000 negative ions in it and about 1,407 human blueprint frequencies. And so it can be a standalone. Now, the beauty is we go through clothing, we go through the bottom of shoes. Distance doesn't make any difference. It has a little higher efficacy next to the skin, but at the expos and everything, I get great results through jackets and shoes and everything in seconds and minutes. And then distance wise, you can be 3 or 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 feet away, or you can be 10 inches away. So do we have any more questions?
I don't see any right now.
Okay, we're getting close to the end here of the show. So, all right, again, the red infrared Revital laser, it toughens the immune system. Every time you use it, you build your immune system, just like working out in a gym to build a muscle. Only every time you use the laser on your body, on your food, on your water, or whatever you're drinking, and water, to get your healthy body back quickest, you need to be drinking mainly water because water is the only thing that hydrates the body. Most of what other people are drinking is dehydrating the body. They're diuretics. And so you want to, it toughens the immune system every time you use it. Any of our products will. It improves circulation, regenerates damaged tissue by stimulating the body's natural healing process. That's the important part, is it's a natural healing process that we're working with. The green laser improves the oxygen carrying ability of the blood cells and boosts the immune function of the brain, helps reduce swelling, inflammation, pain, etc. The violet blue laser improves microcirculation by nitric oxide release, and it activates telomerase with maximum anti-aging effects. And again, we have a age reversal system is what we've got with all of our products together. So we go way beyond the, age, anti-aging. It's like, it's my eyes, it's just good, my body had to regenerate my eyes to get me back to not needing any glasses. So that's what we're all about. And again, we're about restoring, rejuvenating, regenerating, resurrecting your mitochondria to reestablish balance in your body, renewing your life, re-energizing, refreshing, whatever reworks for you. That's what we're here to help you do. So again, I'll be here next week. If you have any questions, give me a call, 469-766-5511. And have a great week. Have a great Labor Day holiday. And we look forward to seeing you next week, hearing you next week, or getting your calls. Take care. Have fun. Bye for now.